Happy Bird Holla, coming at you again with another video. Today we're talking about curly dot, yellow dot, and its medicinal benefits and edible. Really good, nutritious. I'm showing you a plant here. I got this growing in my herb garden, and matter of fact, they're spreading. Once you get them, if you don't get them before they seed, they'll spread everywhere. And you can see why they call it curly dot. All these curly leaves, long curly leaves. And they'll get bigger than this. This is actually a little plant. Like I said, stuff's right here where I'm at. It grows, but it don't grow big. Certain types of soil it likes that grows better. Sun, don't get a lot of sun. Just different issues. But I just grow it to harvest what I can get for me, and that's all I'm worried about. But I can go out and forage it and get all that I want. And that's the thing. I just go get, if I want a bunch, I go get it. But with this right here, it makes some good eating greens, I tell you that. And a lot of the best ways to get your medicine is eating it. But the only thing about curly dot, a lot of the medicinal values in the roots. And them roots are kind of tough. You don't want to eat them. I guess you could, but they're real fibrous. And the thing about the roots is they got a lot of laxative power, so you don't want to eat too many or too much of it. But you definitely can eat the leaves. And the only thing about the leaves is you don't want to eat too much of, you just don't want to eat too much of this plant altogether, because of it has a lot of oxalic acid, which is not good for your kidney stones if you got them, or kidney issues, bladder issues. The oxalic acid builds up in your kidneys and in your urinary tracts, and can cause you a lot of issues. Oxalic acid, I think, can make kidney stones, which I just got over mine, I hope. And so I don't eat a lot of it, but I do like it every now and then. But it really makes some good greens, and I'm telling you, it's called yellow dot and curly dot. Curly leaves, wavy, long. Yellow dot because sometimes you'll see the leaves, they'll turn reddish color, and they have reddish spots, almost yellowish. Plus you got the yellow root. The root is real yellow, and I'll show you in a minute. Now this one is not it's not seeding yet, but I got one over here that is seeding, and I dug it up because I'm gonna get the root and the leaves from it, and probably make me some good greens out of it, but to eat. And I'll save that root and make me some medicine. But yeah, I just wanted to come at you and show you this video on curly dot. This is a plant, if you want to grow it, that you could have for food and medicine. So it's kind of worth having. Scientific name is Rumex crispus. Rumex crispus, yellow dot, curly dot. And it's abundant down south here in South Carolina. We also got some other dots down here that's kind of similar in the same family. And you can see this spread over here. I got some right there. And I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna show you the root. I pulled up a root and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, you can see I dug up this yellow dot, and it's laying right here. There's the stalk, and there's the leaves. And this bugger was about to seed on me, and you can see the top of it. The seeds were starting to develop. It had a little ways to go, but it started developing a seed head. When them seeds get brown, this it's actually seeding kind of fast, so usually it's later on when they start seeding, but this one had a good start because it was out here in the sun a lot. It's been in the ground for a couple years, and it was about ready to start with seeds. But that flower head will get long, and it'll have seeds that look kind of like almost look like when they're ready and ripe, you plant, they'll be brown looking seeds, almost copper color brown, and look like bell pepper seeds. They're kind of flat, and they're kind of flat with a bump in the middle of them. But yeah, it'll get a seed stalk on it and a seed head on it. And what happens is that seed, that nobody ever cuts it, it just falls back down into the ground and over winterizes, and then you got a bunch more plants growing around it. So you'll find this stuff, this curly dot, yellow dot, growing in clusters in a lot of places, especially in disturbed soils, ditch banks, valleys, low areas where there's a lot of water. And it's abundant down here where we're at. You can go right down the road and find it just about anywhere. Now, this plant is good eating, got a lot of nutrition and vitamins. I don't have the vitamins pulled up, but I'll put them in the end of the video. How much vitamins it has, how nutritious it is. Because the thing about this plant is that it pulls a lot of vitamins up from deep in the soil because the roots are real long. Now, I got this shovel laying here, this little hand spade, and you can see the root, how long it is. This is about 2 years old. I don't know if you can see all of it, but yeah, you can see from where it was coming out the soil to just about right here is where the tip of that root is. Let me see if y'all, I got a lot of clover coming up this time too. I'm gonna do a video on that, y'all. Clover, red clover, oh my goodness, another good medicine, y'all. Check this out. This is yellow dot root. I'm gonna pull this dirt off of here and let y'all see this root on here. They call it yellow root because this root is yellow especially when you open it up. I still got some root hanging off over here. I'll try to get most of it out. It probably would come back if you left a big enough piece in there. But look at that, it almost looks like a carrot. Man, can't hardly see nothing. Okay. Look at that root right there. It's not real bad, but they get a lot bigger than this, y'all, I'm telling you. I'm having a hard time seeing this video. Alright, now, wow, so there you go. That's how long. You see, and this root goes down deep in the dirt, and it pulls up a lot of nutrients that a lot of plants can't get to. So what happens is that, see how long that thing is? Almost as long as that shovel. So that thing's at least a foot long, maybe a foot long, close to it. But it's sucking a lot of nutrients and stuff out of the soil and bringing them up to the leaves of this plant, where you're gonna get some good nutrition when you eat it. Not only that, this root is really gonna be good for you. Yellow root. Now, it's hard to really tell right now. It looks brown and dirty, I know, but hold on just a minute. I'll see if I can. Yeah, see that how yellow that is? That little piece right there. And it's kind of fibrous. You can see how fibrous it is. But there's some medicinal properties in this yellow root, y'all. Let me see. There you go. How about that? Now, yellow root. That whole root system, yellow like that. It's a blood purifier, y'all. That'll clean your liver. It enhances your iron consumption and gives you iron in your blood. Anybody got anemia? You need this. You got some deficiencies in your blood with iron. You need this. And on roots, you can tincture roots too, but you just got to strain them good and probably let them soak a little longer than you do leaves and material like that. But you can also powder the roots. Dry the roots and powder it and get a lot of your medicinal properties. Or you can make a tea. Just take that root and cut it in small pieces and put it in a pot of water and boil it for about 15-20 minutes, and take that tea and put it in the refrigerator to keep a couple weeks. However you want to do it. But I'm telling you, this you can't beat the properties on that. That's really good stuff. Yellow dot, Rumex crispus. It's a traditional medicine down here, primarily used for support for liver detoxification. The primary use, y'all, is to detox the liver, improve digestion, and act as a gentle laxative due to its anthocyanin content, rich in iron. It's commonly used to treat iron deficiency, anemia, while its inflammatory properties aid in treating skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, and rheumatism. And so it's good for your digestive support. It helps create bile production in your gut, and it's a mucilage, and it increases the mucus water secretion in your colon. And if you have problems with your bowels down low, it's an iron deficiency stimulator for people like with anemia. That helps build the blood. It's definitely a liver detoxification plant. It's strongly considered for a tonic for the liver, often used in herbal medicine to remove toxins from the body and support liver health. Y'all know what the liver does. It cleanses your blood. So this helps your liver clean your blood out. It's good for skin health. The anti-inflammatory. It's got astringent properties. That means it's kind of drying. It has astringent properties, so that it kind of helps stuff dry up that you got that's got a lot of fluid buildup and stuff like that. It helps with all kind of skin diseases, eczema, rashes, minor wounds, acne, and it's also good for respiratory support. Reduces your nasal passages when they're swollen and your respiratory tract to alleviate congestion. So y'all, this thing's just got so many good properties to it. It's amazing, and this grows everywhere. I don't know how far west and north it grows, but I'm pretty sure it grows up there too. But if you find it, you need it. This ought to be in your medicine cabinet, and it ought to be on your wild edibles, because you can always get the nutrition and vitamins you need from this that you don't get in the supermarket food that we got nowadays. I'm telling you, I can taste the difference in the food that's grown naturally and the food you get out the grocery store. And it pays you to get natural food, y'all, because it gets the vitamins you need in your body. I can go get one of them pretty tomatoes or peppers out of the grocery store, or potatoes, and it don't have near the energy in it when I eat it like like the food does that grows right out the ground close to the home, you know, the wild food. I can eat those leaves right there off that yellow dot, mix them with some other leaves like some wild mustard and just whatever, you know, and wow, I can tell a difference in the way I feel, the energy it gives you. Because the whole thing, what I'm trying to say is they're trying to starve us for the vitamins and nutrition that we need for our bodies to keep us sick, so that we don't go, so that we keep going back and forth to the doctor to get their pharmacia. But anyways, I appreciate y'all joining me, y'all. This is Happy Bird Holla out. Y'all have a good day.